We now begin with recognizing our new honorary alums. To be selected as an honorary alum, an individual must have either attended Newman but did not graduate, or have a tremendous history of involvement and loyalty with Newman University. As an honorary alum, these individuals are considered a full former alum of the university with all the rights and privileges of an ordinary alum. The only honorary alumnus we have tonight is a man who certainly meets the criteria. He actually began his college career at Newman, and tonight it's time for him to finish here. He attended Sacred Heart College from 1969 to 1971, then began pharmacy school. His sister Judy is a nursing alum. His son Jordan got his Master of Social Work degree a few years ago. Gary may not have received a degree from Newman University or her predecessors, but he's had the ASCs in his heart for a long time. So take a moment and watch our video to learn about our newest honorary alum, Gary Hand.
It seems the adorers of the blood of Christ has had a hand in most of Gary Hand's education.
I should say that I've had a relationship with the adorers going clear back to grade school. I attended a West Side parochial school, and the adorers were instructors at that grade school. So actually my first grade teacher was a sister from the adorers.
Gary still recalls with great fondness one particular ASC sister who taught him during his middle school years at Christ the King Parish School.
Sister Cecilia was her name, and she taught a combination 7th, 8th grade of 40-some kids by herself, and she was phenomenal. She was just a great teacher. She managed to somehow set up, and she was kind of ahead of her time, individual programs for each person, each student, and she made it competitive. So most of us guys were trying to outdo each other, you know, how many books did you read and how far are you in your math book? And she made it very good, and she was just a great person.
Thanks to the sisters, when Gary moved on to Bishop Carroll Catholic High School, he was well prepared for success. When it was time for college, he decided to attend Newman and again found himself connecting with the ASCs.
And so then I got here to Newman. Again, I saw some of the sisters again, some of which I knew from grade school even. And I had already predetermined I wanted to go into the science field. You know, I liked chemistry and biology a little bit, so. And of course, my first class in biology, I had Dr. Singh, you know, and I thought he was a perfect fit for the college. And because, like many of the sisters, he was interested in the students, always was after the students' best interest. And so between him and the sisters, you know, and I've always kind of looked at the sisters as kind of these little worker bees for God who just go around doing their individual careers and whatever they were prominent in what they knew how to do. And they were always very good at what they did, and they always followed their mission, you know, no matter what they undertook. So between those people, between the sisters and Dr. Singh, that was just a great combination.
That combo launched the rest of Gary's education, as after 2 years at Newman, he transferred to KU for its pharmacy program. He has worked in the field ever since. After graduation, he worked 10 years working for Gesslers Pharmacy in Wichita before opening up his own pharmacy, now in its 34th year. During his professional career, he remained tied to his first college. Responding to the prompting of Dr. Singh, Gary taught pharmacology for the Newman Nurse Anesthesia program for 3 years. And to this day, he also stays connected to the university's sponsors, the ASC Sisters.
And through the years, I've had taken care of a lot of the sisters' medications, and I still do. And I've always thought that was kind of a privilege for me to do that. Well, I think the adorers, of course, besides being great teachers, they were great role models. And I think the way they always approach things was trying to do everything through the light of God's love. And I've always tried to do that also. You try to treat people the same regardless of their circumstance or their background or race. And I always think that that was a model that even in grade school, they projected to us. And I think I've tried to do that in my business.
And it's his striving to follow his formation from the sisters along the way, including at Newman, that the university names Gary an honorary alumni.
I have to admit I was quite surprised. I couldn't figure out what did I do to deserve this honor. And I'm still not quite sure about that, although I guess they had some reasons. But it's a very humbling thing, you know, and it's kind of neat as I thought about it. And my kids and my wife thought, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. So it does mean a lot to me.
Gary, welcome to the Newman University Alumni Association. Seeing that video, all your dedication makes me think I did it the easy way. Please come forward to receive your alumni gift from Dan Bryan, our Director of Alumni Relations and the President of the University.
Well, thank you for this great honor this evening. It's really neat to be here with all these outstanding people in this room tonight and all supporters of Kansas Newman. And as I mentioned in the video, my connection with the sisters goes a long ways, and I've always considered it a privilege to be involved with them and help provide them with their medications through the years. And they really, I have a great respect for them. They're just an exceptional group of individuals, and always been amazed how whenever any task that they wish to take on, they do it with such intensity and commitment, but yet they always follow their mission. So I think they are a great example, really, of how to do things in this world. So I'd like to thank them again. I'd also like to thank Dr. Singh for his mentoring of me when I was here at Kansas Newman. He really was a great mentor. He came to me on a couple of occasions and told me, Gary, you can do anything you want. Any field you want to go into, you can succeed because you have the drive and the ability. And I really appreciated that, particularly when I was like a freshman or sophomore here at Newman. I'd also like to thank my family for being supportive of me all these years, particularly my wife. She's the light bearer in my life and keeps me out of the darkness and going forward to serve God in any way that I can. So once again, thank you.
Thank you, Gary. You join a list of amazing and dedicated individuals